welcome, thank you, first of all, to all of you for joining us here this evening at the beautiful Royal Festival Hall for our annual celebration of the finest television this country has to offer. Honestly, so much great TV, isn't there? I tell you, you've all been working harder than the plug-in air freshener at the Ecuadorian embassy. That's hard. That is working very hard. I must remind you, if you have tuned in to see the final episode of Line of Duty, I'm afraid you missed that. That was last week. But all you need to know is... It's not a spoiler. Nobody knows what it means. Clutching at straws. We don't know. Line of Duty, though, everyone loved it. The interviews, they're incredible. A more forensically detailed interrogation of times, dates, and mobile phone data hasn't been seen since that time Sean Walsh got home late from Strictly Practice. I know. Yeah. You snogged one dancer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the country became bitterly divided this year after a controversial extension was granted to give more time. People were angry, particularly as Raoul then went on to win Bake Off. Every week, after an error of judgment, a baker gets kicked out. This week, it was Danny. Literally a showstopper. It felt like things really moved on this year. You know, we now have a female host of Question Time, an all-female lineup on Newsnight. It's fantastic. Not only great for equality, but it saves the BBC a fortune. Now, don't applaud that. Don't clap at that, Tess Daly. Full disclosure, by the way, a woman wrote that joke. I'm just reading these things aloud, okay? Television has continued to embrace the modern LGBTQ world with programmes such as Butterfly, Queer Eye, and soon to come, Drag Race UK. Yeah, I know. Not to mention Danny Dyer's brave decision to live simultaneously as a middle-aged man and a young woman. Beautiful, beautiful. One of my favourite TV moments of the year was when Bez from the Happy Mondays went on bargain hunt. If you're watching, Bez, seriously, that did happen. You did do it. Hey, and what about Killing Eve, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, we all love it. Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh. Ooh, have you ever seen such an enthralling love-hate rivalry played out between two actresses on television? Well, keep watching, because they can't both win tonight. Hey, let's mention the Bros documentary. Their boys are here. It really was. It was must-see television. Now, a lot of people have argued about which one emerged with the most dignity. Well, I'd say on balance, it's probably the bassist Craig who declined to take part. Keely Hall's from The Bodyguard. She's here. Hello. I know. I feel I should say hello now, because if Jed McCurry has anything to do with it, you won't see the end of the show, will you? No. Or will she? Now, if you are going to do a speech tonight, if you are a winner, please be like David Budd in The Bodyguard and say as few words as possible. Now, when it comes to award shows, I have a mantra. It's the same one I used before sex. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish. So, let's take a look at what a fantastic year we've had in TV.
And the BAFTA goes to... Patrick Melrose!
Congratulations to the Patrick Melrose team. This gripping 5-part drama is based on the acclaimed semi-autobiographical novels by Edward St. Aubyn. Benedict Cumberbatch plays the title role of troubled Melrose, trying to overcome his addictions and demons. Benedict is also nominated for leading actor later tonight.
Thank you. So we collectively want to thank the fantastic people at Sky and at Sky Atlantic, particularly Anne Mensah and Zy Bennett, our amazing production team, and we had a great adapter in David Nichols. Edward Berger is an amazing director, and I think all of us were brought to this project by the fantastic writing of Edward St. Aubyn, and this is an adaptation of his 5 Patrick Melrose novels. And we hope you like the series, but frankly, the books are better, and they are available in all good bookstores. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now presenting the BAFTA, it's an AFO from AC12 and a UCO from an OCG. It's Line of Duties, Martin Compton and Stephen Graham.
And the BAFTA goes to...
I thought you were English.
I thought you were Deed.
Sorry, what?
Deed.
What?
Deed.
Dead.
Yeah, this worked.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, hang on, there is me glasses.
This is going really well.
No, it's a Kit Kat because we're starving. We haven't eaten for ages. I've just nicked a Kit Kat. It got in the way. I'm not going to get no food for another 2 hours. Hang on, let me hurry up. Fiona Shaw.
Fiona plays the work-obsessed MI6 operative Carolyn Martin in the thrilling drama Killing Eve. Her co-stars Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh are both nominated in the leading actress category later this evening. It's fair to say every good lead needs strong support, and Fiona celebrates her first BAFTA win from her first ever nomination.
Quite heavy. Since I began to play Carolyn in Killing Eve, which has been probably the greatest pleasure of my life, people have begun to suspect that I am a spy. And I just want to thank the director, Harry Bradbeer, for that, because he said, no, you can't play this part with an Irish accent. I just want to make a few thanks. Thanks to Sally, Colin, Lee at Sid Gentle. Thanks to my incomparable agent, Pauline Maris. Thank you to my beautiful cast, who I work with all the time, the gorgeous Kim and Jodie and Sandra. And thanks to my astonishing wife, Sonali Deranyagala, whose life inspires many more than me. But my final thanks is, of course, to Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Whose glass-shattering genius and wayward imagination, produces things out of her mind, from Coke cans to rats to Russia. And all I can say is, look, Phoebe, both hands, extraordinary. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Please welcome game-changing drama Bandersnatch, Asim Chowdhury and Will Poulter.
With so many great nominees, it's a shame only one of you can win.
That's true, but as we learn on Bandersnatch, the others can always, restart and try again.
Yeah. Alternate realities and all that,
Yeah. Wrong path, mate.
Great reference, mate.
Thanks, mate.
And the BAFTA for Entertainment Performance goes to Lee Mack for Would I Lie to You?
Lee Mack with his first BAFTA win for his first nomination. He has been team captain on Would I Lie to You alongside fellow nominee David Mitchell ever since the show's inception back in 2007. Prior to getting into television, he was a blue coat in Pontins. Where did it all go wrong?
Right, I'll keep it brief because I know we just want to go for dinner now. Especially this year because there's no chocolate under the seat. Are we still on BBC One or is it Channel 5 now? Thanks for this. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but on the off chance that we do get to come back next year, is there any chance you couldn't do it on the same day as the final Premier League game? That would be handy. I'm only kidding. I couldn't have watched it anyway because I've got Virgin Media and the reception's terrible. And good luck editing that out because it's on in about an hour. We get nominated. We get nominated as a show for the last sort of 5 or 6 years, and it's been really nice to be nominated. And we lose every year as a show. We're all bitterly disappointed every year. And earlier this evening, we lost a game. I just hope this goes some way to Rob and David, that I've been singled out, feeling a little bit better about themselves. I mean, it's bad enough that I get paid more, but this is going to kill them. But genuinely, as Steve said about Reece Shearsmith before, it is 3 of us, and it goes to Rob and David as well, and all the production team on Zeppotron. So thank you very much. Thank you.
To present the BAFTA for Drama Series, please welcome 2 shining megastars, Riviera's Julia Stiles and McMafia's James Norton.
It's impossible not to feel a sense of awe at the sheer quality of the nominated drama series this country has produced over the past 12 months. I know because my country likes to steal all of them.
And it's no exaggeration to suggest that many of you here this evening have played a huge part in ushering in what is now often described as a golden age of television drama. So, pat on the back.
And the BAFTA goes to Killing Eve.
Well done to everyone involved in this enthralling hit drama series. Killing Eve is based on Luke Jennings' codenamed Villanelle novella series and developed for television by the mastermind behind the hilarious Fleabag, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Co-stars Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer are both nominated for leading actress later tonight. I'm sure everyone here simply can't wait to watch Series 2, which is out later this year on the BBC.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, BAFTA, so much for this. As you can see, this is an unbelievably charismatic and brilliant and energetic, risk-taking team, and none of this would have happened without a single one of them. I can't speak. This is so unbelievably exciting. So massive, massive thank you, first and foremost, to Luke Jennings, who wrote the novellas that these are based off. So none of this would have ever appeared, and these characters would never have appeared on TV if it wasn't for him. So thank you, Luke. And then to Sally Woodward-Gentle and Lee Morris and everyone at Sid Gentle Films for making this happen and bringing this incredible team together, for Harry Bradbeer for leading the charge and Colin Ratton for producing the hell out of this show, and then Jenny Robbins, who just storylined more than anyone has ever storylined anything before, and then our incredible, incredible cast, and just to say thanks to everyone in it for just taking massive risks the whole time. Jodie Comer almost swallowed a wasp in Tuscany. It was a really edgy moment that we did capture somewhere, maybe one day. But thank you so much. I'm really sorry if I've forgotten anybody. Thank you. Anyway, thank you so much. Those are left, everyone. Thank you. And Gary Dolner.
Gary Dolner. The most amazing editor who has been another author in this whole process. And I have to say, I can now stand and say thank you, Phoebe, for being the most extraordinary collaborator, amazing writer. It was all me. And Sally and Colin and Lee and Luke, who wrote the books. And you've also just thanked everybody, haven't you? And I couldn't hear any of that, so thank you very much. I praise Phoebe.
To present our penultimate award, please welcome one of our greatest actors, star of Peaky Blinders and Mother, Father, Son. It's Helen McCrory.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Graham. It's always an honour to present this evening, which is why I'd think I'd remember my right glasses, but I haven't, ladies and gentlemen. So excuse me while I read the autocue. It is hard to imagine a field stronger than the leading actor category this year. All with such towering ability. What self-respecting actress like myself could stand here and say they wouldn't want Lucian's pose, Chance's youthful grace, Benedict's sheer power, or Hugh's phone number? Oh, there's more. But seriously, I'd like to congratulate them all. I would. I saw them all, and they are 4 phenomenal performances. Congratulations. The 2019 BAFTA for Best British Actor goes to Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's 7th time lucky for Benedict at tonight's BAFTA TV Awards. His first nomination was back in 2005 for Hawking, the BBC biopic of Stephen Hawking, and his most recent was for The Hollow Crown, The War of the Roses in 2017. But this is the first time he has taken the BAFTA home.
Oh, gosh, I think I'm going to fall over. I breathe rarefied air, but I'm very used to being a bridesmaid, not the bride. Thank you, BAFTA, for this. And I breathe rarefied air because it's a gift what we get to do as storytellers. It's even more of a gift when it's material as refined as this series, penned by David and directed by Ed Berger, produced by Rachel and Michael and my best friend Adam Ackland, with a crew to die for and a cast: Jennifer Jason Lee, Jessica, Anna, and everybody, Rudy. I'm going to forget the names now, but I'll keep it short because I think everyone probably does need to go to the bathroom by now. But we all stand on one man's shoulders, an extraordinary human being, the greatest gift and reward of which is being able to say I'm his friend, the man who wrote the 5 novels that this was based on, whose life mirrored much of what Patrick Melrose endured in the series and in the books. That's Edward St. Alban. Thank you for your wit, your courage, an extraordinary thing to try and mirror and achieve, and to bring home a story of salvation and great kindness, which is what you embody, my friend. So this is for you. I do have to thank one other person who's very important in my world, which is my wife, Sophie, and our family. Yeah, you're my rock. I had to go pretty weird for this one. There were some things I had to do, and it was very nice to come home and feel stable again. And my agent, John Grant, for putting up for me with I'm very unstable. He'll have to give me a drink after this. Everyone who works with Conway Van Gelder. Elaine, obviously, I have to mention you. Karen Hartley-Thomas, you can come back into the country now. She left because she couldn't bear to see me not winning. It's all right. I've got one, and I got to bring it home. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.
Our final nominees there, and to announce the winner is our very own multi-BAFTA winning, Oscar-nominated writer, actor and funny man. Please welcome the brilliant Steve Coogan.
Good evening. Good evening. When I was asked to, thank you for responding. Thank you, Kenton. When I was asked to present the Best Leading Actress award, I was delighted because, of course, women are quite fashionable at the moment. And it's great just to be, just to be associated with them. But now I realise that this is the last award of the night, so and you've all been here a very long time, so I'm just going to keep this shorter than I originally planned. So if you're just listening in the altar queue, you can just scroll down a bit, just a bit more. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, not yet. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, stop there. Blah blah blah. Female empowerment. Blah blah blah. No, keep going, keep going. Hang on. Hang on, stop there. Humbled and privileged. No. Just keep going. That's it. Yeah, stop there. Stop right there. Yeah. And the BAFTA goes to JODIE Comer.
Huge congratulations to the popular and multi-talented actress JODIE Comer on her first ever BAFTA award. Born and bred in Liverpool, JODIE plays the cool Russian assassin Villanelle in Killing Eve, alongside Sandra Oh, who was also nominated in this category.
Wow. Thank you so much, BAFTA. Sorry, I'm the only one who's turned on the waterworks. God, thank you, Luke Jennings. Thank you, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Phoebe, I feel so lucky not only to say that I have worked with you, but to call you a friend. You are the most talented person I know. Thank you for being such an inspiration. I would love to thank BBC America, Charlotte Moore at BBC, Sid Gentle, Sally and Lee. You guys really are the best. Oh, the entire cast and crew for coming back every year and giving it their all with the biggest smiles on their faces. I want to take this moment to thank Stephen Graham. Stephen, if I didn't know you were pint before, I definitely do now. Thank you for the generosity that you showed me all them years ago and for introducing me to Jane. Jane, you've encouraged and supported me ever since, and I cannot thank you enough. Biggest thank you, Mum, Dad, and my gorgeous brother Charlie for the support that you always show me. And last but not least, a bit of a personal one, but I would love to dedicate this award to my Nana Frances, who sadly passed away the first week of filming. So she never got to see Villanelle. Oh, but she was the life and soul of everything. And when she was here, she used to say to me, "You get it off me, you know." And I just want to stand up here tonight and say, Nana Frances, you were absolutely right all along. Thank you so much, BAFTA.